What up, my good people in the YouTube world and beyond? It's the OutLIer B. And I'm right back about you cats with another video. Hold on for a second, man. Let me put these Tic Tacs away. TikTok is dead. D-E-D. Dead. TikTok is dead. Y'all know where I got that from? I got that from a movie that a lot of you guys may not have seen. And that is Repos, a movie starring Master P. Rest in peace to Avery Johnson. Also, Cat Williams is in there. Y'all get a chance to check that movie. It ain't the funniest movie in the world, but it definitely, Mike Blackson was in it. It definitely had its parts, yo. And I'm telling you, certain parts was just pure comedic timing and genius, you know. But it was good. It was good. Definitely good. You know, definitely good. I don't know what made me think about that. I guess them TikToks I had jiggling that I had to take up out of my pocket, you know. But what's up, my people? How y'all feeling, man? I'm good. Straight. Hope you cats straight, you know. Hope y'all got a good night rest last night. Good night rest. I'm gonna give y'all a little update on the health. And we're gonna speak about work and life balance today, my people. Work and life balance. And what are my ideas on that? What are my ideas on that? So we're gonna get into it, my people. What up? How y'all doing? Where y'all coming in from? Hit that like button. Hit that subscribe button. If this is something that you're into. And what is this? This ain't nothing special, my people. I'm just a dude who walks his way to work, speaking about the happenings of the day, y'all. Happenings of the day. And this morning feels real good, man. We back at it, y'all. We back at it. I don't know what it is about my personality, but scheduling and having a routine often soothes me for some reason. I don't like the unknown. I don't like just random things popping up on me. Nah, I don't like that no more, man. I want to know what I'm getting myself into. I want to prepare for it. I want to have certain times and to just stick to the script, y'all. Just stick to the script. And we back on that script, y'all. Back on that script. And it looks like this, man. Waking up early, going to work, working without thinking about anything else, just putting my mind all into it. After that, getting off work, eating, taking my ass to sleep, and doing the same thing the next day. That seems to be my most effective method at getting things done, man, and getting things done. But y'all know I'm coming back from a vacation, and I'm just really getting back into my routine. But on that vacation, man, I told you cats I was messing up, y'all. I was drinking alcohol from the afternoon during times where I'll most likely be at work, from afternoon to night, y'all. Just going all in, all in. Wasn't necessarily hard liquor, so it didn't really mess up my stomach like that, but it was a lot of wine, y'all. And the cumulative effect of wine basically is the same as drinking hard liquor. So it leads to decreased appetite, it leads to stomach aches, it leads to things like that, man, things like that. And when those things happen, I stop eating, y'all. I stop eating. And I'll eat like maybe once a day, and it won't even be a full meal once I eat once a day. And that's no good for my pancreatitis, and it's also no good for my goals. So I lost a lot of weight on vacation, y'all, a lot of weight. I weighed myself yesterday. I'm at 146 with clothes on, my people, when a week prior to that, before going on vacation, a brother was at about 157, 158 with clothes on. So with my clothes off, I would say I was around 155. So I effectively lost close to 10 pounds in a week, man. And that's from not eating when I was supposed to eat, being in a climate where I was doing a lot of sweating, and also just having not feeling well, man. Dehydration, not really drinking a lot of water. And now we trying to get back to those baselines, y'all, baselines. And it's Thursday. I feel good. We back to eating them watermelon, pistachios, back to eating about 4 or 5 small meals a day. And I'm very confident that we'll definitely be there. Definitely be there. And it's Thursday. And today is the best that I've woken up feeling, man. The best that I've woken up feeling. So I feel like I'm on the right track. We're doing the right things, y'all. On the right track, doing the right things. And we're just going to keep it up and see where it leads. But I am feeling good, y'all. I am feeling good. And woke up early today, y'all. Earlier than normal. Usually, a brother will wake up. Around what time do I normally wake up? I normally wake up like around 3:30. But today I woke up like around 1. And we got a lot of stuff done. A lot of stuff done already, y'all. A lot of stuff done. You know what I mean? Oh, damn, son, this dead over here, son. Usually, I got my regulars that come on and check me. I don't know if I might have got shadow banned. I don't know how. I may have gotten shadow banned and found myself in the realms of the shadow ban. But that's cool. That's cool. Like I said yesterday, we'll build it right back up naturally and organically, man. We'll build it up naturally and organically. You dig? I don't complain about no algorithm, my people. So yeah, let's get it. So yeah, most definitely, we feeling good. We definitely feeling good. And like I said, I woke up like around 1 o'clock today. It is now 4:40. So I've been up for like 3 hours already. And we've been very, very, very productive, y'all. Very, very, very productive. I told you that I like to have a schedule. So when I went to bed last night, I told myself, all right, I got to wake up early because my manager, he actually wanted me to put together some reports for him. And I was so tired last night, I couldn't do it last night. So I said, all right, I'm going to wake up early this morning. I'm going to set my alarm, and we're going to get some stuff done. But usually, the hardest work is the mental work and having a plan. The easy part is just executing that plan. So I thought about what I needed to do. I got that plan, and I said, all right, we're just going to follow out the plan when I get up. That's what we did. We got the majority of what I needed to get done for work, which felt good. I've also had time to take my time, take a nice long shower, iron my clothes, make sure I was looking nice. I made me a cup of coffee. I was just chilling. So I feel good based off of that because, I am smelling good. I feel that I'm well put together. When my clothing is ironed, I don't look disheveled. You add to that we have also been productive with work already, and this is the first 3 hours of the day. Next, we speaking about things to do outside of work and following your own interests. So after having all of that done, a brother still did have time to go over more of that research, y'all. That research on the gain of function stuff. Gain of function research. So I was doing a lot more research on that because it ain't over, man. It ain't over. And I like to look at topics until I can completely understand every piece of data or until I feel like I have a pretty good understanding of the topic. And inside of my own head, there are things that I still need to discover, man. So we going in on that. We still going in on that. So far, for the whole day, we in and out of 3 separate topics. One is for work, which speaks about responsibility and feeling important, like you play a part in a larger system. That's one thing. Next thing is your own personal growth and chasing your own interests. And that would be looking at the gain of function research that I was looking at. And last, spiritual, also taking care of yourself. And that part was waking up, doing a couple of push-ups. Also taking care of myself by taking a nice long shower, ironing my clothing. Now I'm walking around feeling like I look good, and smell good. And I'm healthy, a lot healthier. So that's like 3 levels in your life where, you feel like you're accomplished. You know what I mean? You feel like you're accomplished. So it got me to thinking about what freedom looks like, man. What freedom looks like. And I think as humans, sometimes we get things a little twisted, man. We get things a little twisted. We think that being free is not having anything to do. And you could just jump and do whatever the hell you want. I'm here to tell you, I don't think that life is what you really want. I think that life could be a little unfulfilling. Definitely a little unfulfilling. Because, dealing with our brains, certain things we get used to, and just not having anything to do all day becomes redundant, I'm sure, after a certain amount of time. I think our minds evolved to want to accomplish things and to actually have an effect on society. So finding do every day and having that thing be important to something larger than you, I think that definitely keeps us going. It gives our lives meaning to a certain extent, even if it's raising a grandkid, even if it's contributing to like a company or whatever. As long as you feel like you're doing something that's going to benefit society, human society in general, I believe that these are some of the things that keep your mind going and keep you away from depression and things like that, So my only advice is this in life, man: try to find yourself that balance. Try to find yourself a balance, man. Don't run away from responsibility. Responsibility is good, especially for a human mind. It's very good. So don't try to run away from responsibilities. You want some responsibilities. You just want to be able to manage those responsibilities and make sure you're doing something that you care about, man. Something that means something to you. Something that means something to you, man. That's how I feel. Yeah. But that's what I got for those topics, man. But damn, it's a little, so I don't know what happened. I leave here for what, a week, and things are drastically different, man. I don't know if somebody reported me saying I'm harassing them because I was going in on some of that COVID stuff. I don't know if that happened, and I'm getting a strike from that. But damn, son, 0 and 0 the whole morning. It's like I ain't being promoted at all. But that's cool, son. We're gonna change that. We're gonna change that, We're gonna change that. And we're gonna see what's going on. I wonder if there's a way to check that, to see if you were shadow banned. I'm gonna look at AI and try to check that out, man, and see if there's a way that you could tell if you've been shadow banned. I don't know. But I'll tell you this. What feels good? What feels good? I feel like I've been doing a great job covering this gain of function research and presenting both sides of the argument. I tell you what, those videos can only have what they have, like 20 views. But if I could go back and look at it, and in the future, my ideas are proved to be correct based on the evidence that I had, then I'm gonna look back on it and smile. And I tell you what, I erase a video with 1 million views if the views that I expressed was one-sided, was biased, and represented the information in an incorrect manner. If I created a video with 1 million views and it got me monetized, I would delete it, son. I would delete it because I ain't chasing numbers, my people. I ain't chasing numbers. I'm chasing the truth. And I'm going to present the truth. And I don't care who it hurts, my man. I'm going to present the truth. And I really don't care who it hurts. You feel me? I feel like that's my contribution to society. So again, I don't care if I die. But if my videos are still up and a kid who may be struggling with alcohol abuse, they could look at my story and I let them know that it's okay, depending on what they're drinking for, if they're drinking to be accepted or if they're drinking for themselves, to accept themselves and to tell themselves that the things that they went through are okay. If some kid 10 years down the line can listen to that and it helps one person, I'm good. So I don't really chase the algorithm, So they're not going to control or dictate my narrative or algorithm, because in all honesty, like I said, I have a career outside of YouTube that YouTube doesn't touch. And honestly, that's why I make my money at. So I don't really worry about the algorithm, my people. So again, if somebody did report my channel, if YouTube ain't really promoting me, it's cool, brother. It's cool. As long as I could look back, go to Copilot, check my ideas against the known science, and if everything I say checks out, again, I'm straight, y'all. I'm straight. That brings me to another topic, this AI discussion, man. AI is cool, bro. I really, really, really like AI. Like, the limits of it are your imagination, kid. The only limits comes to AI is gonna be your imagination and the ways that you use it, yo. The ways that you use it. So I started cross-referencing and cross-checking everything, man, and I feel like it's helping me. So I take a response from Gemini, put it in the Copilot, ask Copilot if all of this stuff is legitimate. Then they give me talking points. Take that, bring it back to Gemini. I ask my own questions while reading the debate, things that pop up in my head. I take YouTube videos, look at what they're saying, take opposing view from another side of the argument, put that up in there. Tell AI to look at both these arguments and see which ones have validity. You read them, you ask your own questions, you know what I mean? And you could basically filter out a lot of truth when you do things like that. You can get sources, you can ask AI for sources, they'll give you links. You could go check the links yourself. Also, you got to be a critical thinker when it comes to these things and know the correct questions to ask. And I'm telling you, yo, you with your creativity, your curiosity, your mind, you could use AI to be a way, way, way better person, man. You could use AI to be a much, much, much better person. I am not afraid of that technology, y'all. Definitely not afraid of that technology, you dig? So that's just how I view things. We spoke about a lot of things, but we almost to our destination, which is the 7-Eleven. Y'all know how I do every morning. Mess with the 7-Eleven. Go make me some tea or something. You dig? But we out here, man. We out here. We definitely out here. But I am going to do some research on that, man, about shadow banning. I just find this very interesting, man. Yeah. It's also very interesting to tell me, too, I ain't really got nobody following me, son. How y'all call yourself outliers when y'all don't follow the kid, man? Y'all needs to think 430 and you think the outlier, man. That's what I need y'all to think. 430, outlier. 430, outlier. Come over here, check me out. Hit that like button. Hit that subscribe button. Let me know how y'all feeling, man. But I need y'all to think that. And the fact that ain't nobody up here lets me know that y'all ain't thinking that. I mean, I ain't doing my J.O. Man, I got to get on it harder. But we will, you know. I got a few videos coming up this week. I want to break one down talking about KRS. Knowledge reigns supreme over nearly everyone. KRS. Also want to do a video speaking about Ebbets Field out there in Harlem. Breaking down, the Polo Grounds. Speak about some history of baseball and get into that. So those are some of the long form videos in which we rocking with, you dig, in which we rocking with. But I'm just about here to the 7-Eleven. I'd like to thank the people who did check on. A low amount of people it was, but I love y'all anyway. Thank you cats for checking on, you know. I'm going to see y'all tomorrow, man, because ain't nothing stopping this train, kid. This truth train. The truth train. Ain't nothing stopping the truth train. But I love y'all. We up out of here, man. Thank y'all for checking in. Yeah.